I have forgotten my cards. I should go get them. Hi, I'm Lex and welcome to another video. This is very late. This encapsulates over a month's worth of progress because I was away for 2 weeks, the last week of February, the first week of March. So my February progress is a lot longer than it's supposed to be. My March progress will be a lot shorter than it's supposed to be. It's okay, don't worry about it. Today I will be going over my deck of panning progress and I'll be rolling something new in. My beautiful cards, as always, these are the Pride Knights cards, and they have gorgeous, gorgeous hand-illustrated artwork. I have 2 jokers in here. A lot of people know how deck of panning works. If you don't, I will direct you to Emily and Max's channel. She created this project. She has a lot of really, really good videos explaining the rules, and she recently came out with her Project Pan tracker spreadsheet template. That was a lot of words. It's a template for a spreadsheet that you use for project panning, and it's super helpful, super useful. I've already bought it, and I'm trying to get all my data in there so I can use it. So let's shuffle these. I don't know why I shuffled my deck before I gave you my update. Let's jump into that first. Starting from the oldest item that's been in this project, for Focus Project, I rolled in this tiny Avon lipstick sample in Adoring Love. It's been here for a year, I swear to God. There is this much of it left. Please, someone send me the motivation to use it. I feel like it's never going to be done. I have 28 tracked uses on it and I haven't used it in the past month. One day I will finish it. Then for the prompt Indie, I rolled in this Kinda Beauty cream eyeshadow in the shade Confident Copper. And I basically wanted to use it 30 times or hit pan. I only needed 13 more uses on it as of last month, and I only used it once, so that's still 12 more uses left. Over halfway though, so it's not the worst thing in the world. For the prompt Travel, I rolled in this Kyotis Paris blue eyeshadow stick. It is a little bit messy. I only wanted to use it 15 times though. 15 is not crazy difficult, I wouldn't think. But I only used it once last month, so I still have 6 more uses to go. I've used it 9 times though, which I'm pretty proud of, seeing as this isn't the easiest thing to use, and it really does lead to like some dark, grungy, very pow makeup looks. I have been wondering though whether I could maybe use this as a lower lash line colour, and that could maybe go faster, because then I could definitely make some more toned down looks with it. So that is going to be my task for this next month, is to try and use this as a lower lash line colour. And use it 6 more times, but... Then I have this palette. This is the Revolution Redemption palette, Mermaids vs. Unicorns. And I have been using this 4th shade here, this sort of greyish blue. I want to use it 30 times or hit pan, whatever comes first. I still have to use it 19 more times. I've only used it 11 times. I've not used it at all this past month, so 19 more uses to go on that one. A lower lash line colour for sure though, and I'll get it done. That's the problem, is using a blue or a brighter colour as a lower lash line is great until you have about 5 or 6 eyeshadows that you're exclusively going to be using as lower lash line colours, and then you stop making progress again. Then it's not a good idea anymore. For the prompt lip product, I rolled in this Kukey lip balm quad, and I wanted to get 30 uses on this dark pink colour down the bottom here. Let me see if I can shield it from the light a little bit. There we go. This one down the bottom. As you can see, I've made a ton of progress. I've reached 2 of the corners. Really, really used a big chunk of it. It wasn't super, super difficult. It was just that I need to use it with a lip brush, which means I'm only ever going to use it first thing in the morning when I'm sat at my table doing my makeup, because I'm not going to take this and a lip brush and like stuff to clean it with on the go with me, am I? That's too much. So this didn't get a ton of use because I only used it once a day at most, if I remembered. That's why this took me so long, but I only needed to use it 7 times this month, and I did that. I used it 7 times, reaching my 30 use goal. So this now gets to roll out, which means we get to roll something new in. But before that, my last prompt from last month was Spotlight a Panner. One of my favourite project panners to watch is Sophie Alexandra, and she created the Project Level Up. The Project Level Up revolves around getting an eyeshadow palette, and for level 1 you use every shade once and hit 1 pan. For level 2 you use every shade 2 times and hit 2 pans, and so on. So I wanted to just do level 1 of Project Level Up on this Ursula palette. It's just an old palette. I want to get a lot of good use on it this month. I haven't really used any of these yet, and this pan does not count. I want to use everything once and hit a new pan other than this silver. I still think my best bet is going to be either this purple because it has a really big dip in it. Surprisingly, this black also has a really big dip in it. And maybe this purple because I always have to apply a lot of it to get a good colour payoff, so depending how I use that, that might also be my pan. I don't know. I know that I was surprised at how deep these were when I hit this silver in my pan those eyeshadows. Like, they don't look very deep, and honestly, objectively, they're not super deep, but like, they're deeper than I expected, which is the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, I do think that lilac colour is going to be my best bet at a pan. So that's everything we're working with. Because I'm rolling out my little lip balm quad, I get to roll something new in. I already shuffled my cards, as you saw in the beginning, and I'm just going to cut the deck. Now, the one thing we don't want to get is a joker. The joker is associated with a prompt called Are You Joking Me? Which just means something that is difficult, something you don't want to pan in the moment, a really high goal, something that's hard to use, anything at all like that. Something that's a challenge. I have 2 jokers in here because I couldn't decide which one was prettier, the white dragon or the black dragon, so I've put them both in here. I live on the edge. Anyways, just pulling a card off the top here, let's see what we have. It is the 4 of Diamonds, part of a castle. 4 of Diamonds. The 4 of Diamonds means this time last year. I'm just going to take a quick look to see what that means. It's a product that came into your life approximately a year ago. I have a lot of stuff that could fit for this prompt. Okay. I don't want to do an eyeshadow because I'm working on a lot of eyeshadows right now, even though those are the things that I remember the most, like when they came into my collection. But I think last year I placed a lot of really, really big orders. So trying to think back a couple big orders, big makeup orders, and I think this time last year I bought quite a lot of lip products. So I will try and find one of those, whichever one I happen across first will be the one that I bring into this project, because they're all pretty nice and I still haven't used pretty much any of them, except for this, which is in my other project. Check out my Greek Gods project pan if you want to see my update on that. Anyways, I'll be back. I think I'm going to go with this. This is the W7 Gloss Away Lip Balm in Vanilla. I bought this around last year. I used a bunch of lip products to basically bring my total up by about £10 so that I could get free shipping on all the palettes and things that I was buying from a makeup wholesaler. This smells really good, really nice vanilla-y scent, and I'm going to try it out. That is pretty nice. It smells like vanilla custard, specifically. That's the thing, I find that things can be labeled vanilla, but smell like completely different things. Like, does it smell like vanilla cupcakes? Does it smell like vanilla custard? Does it smell like vanilla, you know, natural vanilla? There's so many different vanilla scents. This smells like vanilla custard to me. And I'm going to set a goal of 50 uses on it. I think that's doable. I think I can do that. I think I put this in my lip gloss category instead of my lip balm category because it definitely has a lot more shine to it. And I was thinking this is definitely something that I would use instead of a lip gloss rather than something I would use instead of a lip balm. So, I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much to Emily for creating this project. Thank you so much for being here for my update, and I will hopefully see you all next time for my next update. Bye!